people, come on in, come on in.
Okay. Okay, director. I got my director here. Hello, everybody. Come in if you're new. Thank you for joining. Could you mute that, please? Dude. He always forgets what to do. I think this light is sorry, I have a new light thanks to my cousin Sonia. She got me this light for Christmas. That was sweet of her. That was so nice. She may not get to watch me all the time because she teaches from home and she has her own kids at home. I don't know how. And then she has a baby. I really don't know how she does it. And then they can't really go out to eat because can't really go out to eat. So, but she got me this. So thank you, Sonia, for that gift. We have, oh my goodness, I'm not keeping up with the chat. Who is saying what? Hello?
Dina's Yo-Yos say hello. It's her first time watching.
What does that say? Yo-Yos? Dina's Yo-Yos.
Dina's Yo-Yos.
I love that channel name, Dina's Yo-Yos.
Cameron says hi, Sandy. That's who we have.
Crochet Nana is here.
Chandra Gentle.
Hi, Cameron. My day is doing good. It's warm today, probably windy, but warm and not sunny at all. Thank you, Dina's Yo-Yos. I really love that channel name. I love to say yo-yos. I love that. That's one thing I wanted to ask you, Chandra. It's Chandra Gentil. Yeah, I've spoken to you before. Hello, come on in. Put your thumbs up in the chat. And so I have a question. I was just curious. I know where I got my name because I like to crochet. So I wanted a catchy name. That reminds me of Ella's channel. Her channel is, babe, this girl's channel is no catchy name. Mm-hmm. That's her channel name. But how did you get your channel name?
Dina's Yo-Yo said it since 2005.
Since it was my craft name since 2005. Yeah. And YouTube says I joined like so many years ago, but I really didn't like start creating content. Well, I did put 2 videos up of my dog a few years ago, which have been the views on that just keep on growing and growing. And what is this mess over here? I can see this in my. I need to organize this again. I was on DOY's live this morning. We were talking about organizing our craft room, and then you organize it, but then as you use your yarn, like these are all perfect. But once I start using this one, it's not going to fit in nicely like that again. Granny is here. Hello. Thanks for the raid.
Crochet Nana
appreciate
her granddaughter named her name.
Crochet Nana, her granddaughter. Okay. Christy's Creations is here. Christy's Creations, that's kind of like self-explanatory, but I like how you put the K in Creations.
Squirrel Raid. Everyone's talking about Squirrel Raid.
Squirrel Raid. That's because they came over from Granny D's live. That's what a raid is. Honey. As I said earlier, I got my helper down here. He's on the floor like a little kid.
My back hurts.
His back hurts. Yeah, my back hurts all the time too. Oh, that back. It's either the back, or the knee, or the hip, something, head.
Joe Sports and Ministry.
Hi, Joe. Joe's here. Where is he? I don't see him.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi. I see him now. I love that name. Is it Diana's Yoga or Dina's Yo-Yos? Oh my gosh.
Thanks for saying hi, everybody.
Hello. Thank you. Guess what I got in the mail? Oh my gosh. For all you crocheters out there or knitters, look what came in the mail. And I said, yes, please. I would love to have a craft room like that. Wouldn't you? Oh my gosh. Look at how smiling she is. This is awesome. Would love a craft room like that. But then, like I said, once you start using that yarn, everything, it doesn't look, everything it's not as neat anymore. You almost have to have separate yarn. One wall of yarn to display and then some yarn to use. Like you would put it in a bin.
Joe says she shared us, so thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Joe and Dana from Triple C Joe Show. I like to like hang out with them once in a while at night, but that's if I stay up late. And I shouldn't always do that, because then the next morning I'm like, I don't want to get up. And people are, I'm already getting phone calls from the family, which is nice. And I don't want to like ignore them because I'm sleeping. So I have to get my 8 hours of sleep. My husband and I just went to the doctor and he prescribed us sleep and a dog, sleep and puppies. I said, write that down on one of your prescriptions. He said, getting a dog or a cat is one of the best things you could do for yourself, for your mental health. So I'm like all about that. So I'm all about getting a puppy. I want a puppy so bad. What I really want is a big dog. Big dog, babe. How would you like a big dog? Big, like a bulldog, like an English bulldog. I hear those bulldogs don't like to take walks. That's my kind of dog. We'll just cuddle on the couch together, and he can help me crochet. It's got to be a boy dog, though. Yes. Boy dogs. I can't wait to get my dog, my doggy dog. Then we could.
C and Joe says, hey, Sandy. Let's go to Triple C.
Triple C. That's Dana. Hi, Dana. And Mimi Cat is here. Oh my gosh, babe, she's such a sweet lady. This Mimi Cat. She lives on the northeast. Northeast, right? You live north, like Massachusetts. Did I get that right? And she's just so nice. She's like the nicest lady. Like really, really nice. Like I can never be that nice as Mimi Cat. I can never be that nice. You should watch her sometime, and you'd be like, oh no, that's not you, Sandy. I can never be that nice. I don't know. She's just so nice. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I once had a job where I had to be sweet. I had to be really sweet, and I couldn't. I was young. I was like 18 years old. I worked in a school, and my job was to like take the kids for their bathroom time, take them for their lunch time, take them for their recess time. And I wasn't like a fan of kids. I didn't hate kids, but I just, kids weren't my thing. Puppies were my thing. So they gave me this job, and I'm like, okay, go to the bathroom, go. They're like, Sandy, smile. Sandy, smile. I'm like, go to the bathroom. Go, come on. Well, and then the kid would like drop something. What are you doing? Pick that up. And they're like, Sandy, be sweet. I'm like, sweet. They're like, yes, you have to be bubbly. Bubbly. You have to be bubbly. Oh my gosh, bubbly. I was like, please. So, I mean, I had that job for 5 years. So after 5 years, I finally learned to, be sweet to the little kids. So I can actually, if you put a little kid in front of me, I can have a whole conversation with a 5-year-old easily. They're not everybody can do that. Oh my gosh, those 5-year-olds, it takes a skill to be able to have a conversation with 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. But I like to talk to kids. Kids are fun. As long as they're not like my kids. Like I don't want to have to take care of them like day after day after day. I've been there, done that. I had 2 boys, and all my 3 bears are home today, and they were actually watching the Bears game today. And I think they took a break, or they're watching it in the other room. I don't know, but Mr. Hook is over here. Who else is here?
Crafted Corner says he has a puppy. Her name is Cupcake.
Oh.
She's her support dog.
Yes.
How old is your puppy?
How old is your puppy? I need a support dog. I even have a letter from my doctor saying that I need a support dog. I just need to get the dog. And So my question is, how do you make just a regular puppy and make it a support dog? Do you have to take it to a special place for it to be trained, or do you have to just like learn how to do it yourself? I really don't know. Not of course not a service dog, but a support dog. I don't know, like, because my think of my dog Gary that passed away. Even though he supported me, he was good to me. He wasn't the kind of dog that the sport dog that you would take in public. That's what I want though. Gary, I would never be able to take him anywhere in public, right?
Still wild.
He was wild. He liked to jump on people. He liked to jump on people, and people don't like that. I mean, I don't care if he jumps on me. I don't care. I went to the park a couple weeks ago, and we met Skipper the boxer, and I'm like, "Can I pet your dog?" And he was like, "But he'll jump on you." I go, "That's okay. He can jump on me. Let him jump." And so he's like, "Oh my gosh, you just made his day." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, he just made my day." So maybe one day we'll be able to catch Skipper the boxer again. He's 9 years old. Okay, doctor wrote a prescription for her. Yes, but how do you take him out in public with you? Because I know that's what a lot of people do. They have their support dogs and they're able to take them out in public. But
Well, we'll have to send. She has a video of her on her channel, so we'll have to check that out.
okay, yeah, I'll check that out. Nana's Crafty Corner Donna. Nana's Crafty Corner Donna. I'll have to go and become a family member of yours.
Zach is here.
Zach is here. Hello, Zach. Everywhere I go, she comes with me. Yes. Oh, that's what I want. And I would even, is she big? Because the dog I would have to get would be, it would have to be a small dog because I live in a condo. I'm on the 4th floor. And even though I want a big dog, of course, but
30-pound limit.
30-pound limit. I mean, not even that. It's just that I need a big dog in a big house, in a big yard. I would want to be able to just let the dog out in the yard and not worry about it.
Well, talk to the camera.
Okay, director.
Yes, I am.
But I'm just saying, we can't really let the dog out where we live. We'd have to be attached to him. Because this was sitting here. This is my hook that I got from, what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name? Oh, what is her name?
You'll remember.
What is her name? Nadia. Nadia. What's her channel name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I don't know what's wrong with me today. It's because I haven't had my cup of coffee today. I didn't have a cup of coffee yesterday, nor the day before. I haven't had coffee, I think, since like Tuesday. What is everybody saying?
Yarnutopia is where you got it from.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dana. Yarn Utopia. Yarn Utopia. Thank you, Dana. Dana, thank you. That was going to bother me all the life. I wouldn't be able to concentrate. Dana saved the day. Yay, Dana. Dana's so sweet. Dana and Joe. They go live every day. They're dedicated to their channel. Very dedicated. Watch, babe. Soon these people are going to have 1 million subscribers one day.
They deserve it.
Yeah. Donna Wolf from Nastasia, she got 1 million subscribers, and she made a video showing her plaque. It's a play symbol. Boy, this light is really like blinding me. I have it on the wrong setting. There, much better. Much better. I really like that light. It came in very handy for me. There. How about that? How about that? Oh my gosh, that reminds me of, I've been watching too many TikToks. Too many TikToks. There's this one guy that I watch. His name is Naz from the Gram. He impersonates a woman who works in McDonald's and she does the drive-through. And it's hilarious. He does her so well that you forget it's actually a man playing the character. He's got a wig on and he's got like crazy earrings and he's got like a remote control that he puts in his ear and he's like, "Thank you for coming to McDonald's." And it shows him how he's just like being rude to the customers because he's trying she is trying to, keep up with her drive-through times and oh, it's just hilarious. Hilarious. But anyway, the character says, "How about that?" a lot. How about that?
Consuelo.
Consuelo, hello. How are you? What else did I want to ask everybody? Oh my gosh.
How was your Christmas?
How was your Christmas?
Or whatever holiday they celebrate.
Whatever holiday you celebrate, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, what else is there?
Festivus.
Festivus. Does anybody celebrate Festivus? That's December 23rd. Very important holiday here in my house because that's from the TV show Seinfeld, where one of the characters decided to make his own holiday called Festivus because he didn't want to have anything to do with the commercialization of Christmas. And so instead of a Christmas tree, he put up a steel pole. There was a whole thing, they would discuss their grievances and their feats of strength. Festivus.
Triple C says, please thumbs up. Thank you.
Thank you. Babe, did you put your thumbs up?
Yes, I put
You
my
sure?
thumbs up. Yeah, there's 18 people and there's
18
16
people.
thumbs up.
Thank you for coming in, everybody. I'm just working on a little granny square for a little project that I have to do. No, wait, no, not chain one. Some granny squares I chain one between the shells and some I don't. You just have to, I just have to remember to be consistent about it because I will mess up.
Triple C says, we are missing thumbs. I'm just kidding. Christmas was amazing. Well, guess what? No, everybody celebrates New Year's Eve, I guess.
We're all going to celebrate New Year's
It
Eve.
wasn't to be, even
The
though
whole-
we can't celebrate with anybody.
the whole-
2020, bye-bye.
The whole world is going to be celebrating New Year's Eve. Goodbye to 2020. And man, we really had high hopes for 2020 long time ago, right? We thought 2020 was going to be the year. We're going to be in our flying cars. We're going to go to the moon to go shopping. We thought a lot of 2020. I think maybe that's why 2020 went wrong. It went like, oh my gosh, you're putting so much pressure on me. That's what 2020 says. You're putting so much pressure on me. Forget it. Nothing. You get nothing. None of that. And then I'm going to throw in all kinds of and that terrible thing that happened on Christmas Day in Tennessee. I think the Philippines, babe, did the Philippines have a earthquake on Christmas?
Mhm.
Wait, not on Christmas Eve. Did I say
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day in Tennessee? Horrible thing. And then the Philippines had an earthquake on their Christmas Day, which was still Christmas Eve here. But how many more days? And let's get this year over with. I don't know. 2020. Goodbye. There's a race, like a 5K for 2020. The 2020. Say goodbye to 2020 5K. I think I discussed this last week. There's a 5K for everything. Everything.
Not right now.
Hmm?
Not right now, though.
What do you mean not right now?
Because of COVID.
Everything's virtual, babe. Everything is virtual. Like my Wonder Woman 5K, it's virtual. So you just log in your time. How's the weather where everybody is at? Anybody have snow? We don't. It's currently 48 degrees. The other day it was 8 degrees. Come on. A 40-degree fluctuation day after day. It was warm one day, then cold the next day, and the next day cold, then now warm. It's just, you don't know how to dress, and your body is like trying to get used to the cold, but then the warm comes, and then
Cameron Gray.
I remember before the weather got kind of crazy all the time. Like when I was a kid, it was cold in the winter all the time. 12 inches of snow, Crochet Nana. Oh my gosh, it's melting in
Pennsylvania, they got a
Ohio.
lot too.
Yeah, my son got in Pennsylvania. He got a lot of snow, but he left that. He's here now. So I was saying, wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Managed Corner says it's 61 Georgia and sunny.
Yeah, 61 and sunny. I'll take it. But isn't it warm all the time there? Like it doesn't get cold like up here.
I know Joe, Triple C and Joe, South Bend, right?
They're South Bend.
They get a lot of snow.
They get a lot of snow. When I think of South Bend, I imagine snow. That's what pops in my head when I think of South Bend. I imagine snow. Must have went there when I was younger, and it was a snowstorm. Maybe that's why.
It's all the lake effect snow I get.
Consuelo says it's sunny and cold in New Jersey. I'm sorry, about 32 degrees. Snow is gone. Cold every day. Cold, 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 cold. And one day in December, I remember it was like this time of year, after Christmas, before New Year's, it was 60 degrees. And everybody went out in shorts and a t-shirt. And I remember that was the first time the weather really changed. That was the first time I can really, realize that the weather was different. I was old enough to realize, it's different weather, it's unusual weather. And Nancy is here from.
She's in Florida.
She's in Florida.
And it's kind of cool over there right now.
Oh,
She's
wow.
to take a break from the heat. And she said her pastor preached on how they survived.
How we survived. Yes, we survived. We should get a medal. Yeah, we should get a medal. Nancy, are you from the upper east,
south,
northeast? You're in Florida?
South. Nancy, she's South Florida.
But she's got an accent. She's got like a New York accent. Oh.
And Nana's Craft Corner says it was 22 yesterday morning and 20 today. So it's cold where she's at.
We had a lot of ice on our windows this morning. A lot of ice. Oh, got to be careful. And then got to be careful when those icicles fall.
Nancy says she was born and raised in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yes. She's got a very Brooklyn accent. And I actually thought that by the time I went live today, I was going to pick up on Granny D's accent. She's in North Carolina. Every time I watch her, I last the whole hour, and then I start talking in her accent.
Carla Monaco says, "Hi Sandy, Merry Christmas."
Hi Carla, Merry Christmas to you too. I'm just here making a granny square. Nothing special. I'm also working on my big blanket, which is a king size blanket. It's over there. I have one more color to go and I'll be done with that sucker. I'll have to check and see when I first started it because they took a picture. Oh, the phone is a good diary for everything. If you want to see when you started something or when you bought something, you just look on your phone on the pictures because, we take pictures of everything, don't we? We all have an accent. It depends on who's listening.
Squirrel says, me accent? Yeah, we all have accents. Everybody has accents. You're right. It depends who's listening.
It depends who's listening. Yeah. Yeah. Some people can hear my Chicago accent. And
we don't hear our own accents.
I don't hear. And you, Mr., got rid of your Filipino accent. How did you get rid of your Filipino accent?
By talking English all the time.
Speaking English, you mean? Yeah, he
Why are you
doesn't.
always looking down on me right now?
I'm not looking down on you. It's because you're on
You
the
are literally
floor.
looking down.
I'm looking down on you because you're on the floor. I'm just wondering why you have an accent and your brother,
My
who
brother makes up his accent.
he fixed his accent. His brother has such a thick Filipino accent, and my husband doesn't. And they're about the same age. They've been here the same. They got here the same year,
30 years ago.
88.
Mhm.
88. That's 32 years ago. You've been here. And why does your brother still have an accent?
I'm sure he doesn't. He just makes it up.
He doesn't even live with the Filipino. He doesn't work with Filipinos. Oh, chain one. I mean, see, I can mess up this granny square so easily.
So anyone celebrating New Year?
We
or
all
just staying
have,
home?
yeah. Okay, I read that. All right. So, what is everybody doing for New Year's Eve? We're staying inside. I'm glad. Like most people are gonna have to stay inside. There's no, nothing really gonna happen. Like usually, people, in Times Square and stuff. Family from Delaware. We such a Michigan accent. Michigan has an accent. Wisconsin has an accent.
Minnesota.
Minnesota has an accent. Who's from Minnesota?
Everybody has
My
an
late
accent.
husband's cousin have the accent still and have been here for a long time. Where are they from? Your
Can
your
Mr. Hook
husband.
imitate his brother's accent? Sandy can imitate my brother's accent.
40 years old. 40. I am 40 years old. I'm 40
Filipinos don't
years.
say their F's and their H's.
They're F's. They say P's, and their P's they say F's. So
And
if
then
they want to
vice
say
versa.
if they want to say perform, they say for porn. I don't want to make fun of Filipinos on my live. Wait, I'm staying home as
His mother
usual.
said,
Nancy, we always stay home. It's the best place to celebrate New Year's Eve. At home in our PJs, watching TV. It's the best.
yeah, Mimi says her late husband's
Uh-huh.
his family's Filipino, or something. They still have
His
accent.
mother's side was Filipino from Manila. I didn't know that. Mimi
late
Cat. So
husband.
your kids are half Filipino? Wow. Or a quarter or what? Yeah, that the Filipino accent is kind of strong. And it seems like every time I call my bank, I get the same lady, and she's got such a thick Filipino accent. How would I get the same lady every day? Because I
No, it's
remember her
not the same
name
because there's a lot of call centers over
in the Philippines. But
there. Yeah, because they're one of the foreign countries that people are taught to speak English. So
oh
kind of
yeah,
like India. That's why we have a lot of whenever you call AT&T or some other, it's always either Indian accent or Filipino accent because there are a lot of call centers over there.
Granny D says her daughter and her grandkids might be there with their youngest daughter. Yeah, I heard you say they might visit. So that's nice. Hopefully there will be a Twilight Zone marathon to watch. Love Twilight Zone and a marathon. That's cool.
Oh, I'm missing a marathon.
What marathon are you missing?
Northwestern Boat
I
Race.
just taped a Bones marathon. Bones. Remember that show, anybody? It's 60 degrees in Georgia, Chandra says. Chandra, am I saying your name right? I have a friend named Chandra, but it starts with a C, her name. I told my dad I did not want to toast 2020 out with champagne, Cameron. What will you toast it out with? Why don't you toast in 2021? My husband's side is half Filipino and American. So 2 grandchildren are from the. Can you read that, baby?
Latanda
Baby. Did I say baby? Did I just call you baby?
Yes.
I meant babe. If I say baby, that means I'm talking to my son, baby,
Yes.
because he's my baby. I even ask him, "What are you?" And he goes, a baby. Who's baby? Your baby. He hates
Triple
it.
C says 41 degrees. I think we pretty much have the same temperature.
Yeah,
And
pretty. I think it's a little colder there by you, Dana, but
Consuela says she loves
I love Bones. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Bones. It used to be House and Bones. House first and then Bones. Oh, my favorites. I love those shows. I kind of got away from the hour-long shows for a while. I was I got into more 30-minute shows because of my just I just wanted to get it over with. But I do catch episodes of My 600-Pound Life once in a while. Love Bones. I just got season 9 of Bones for Christmas. Yay! His grandfather owned a business in Manila during World War II. Epstein. Frank Epstein.
Wow, you go back.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Filipinos are nice. We just had my husband had a taste for some Filipino food, and I asked him. I said, "What is that?" He goes, "It's just different." I go, "Well, what is it?" He goes, "It's hard to explain." And I'm like, "Well, what is it?" Thinking, if you tell me what it is, I could probably learn how to make it. He didn't get what I was saying. So we had to go on YouTube and find out how to make a certain dish. But his island dish, your island or your town, whatever, they have specific ways of cooking things where he's from.
And it comes well.
Couldn't
Says once
sway.
her husband died in the hospital, she stopped watching. Also, sorry.
Oh man, yeah, no, that I would stop watching too. I'm tired of House. Your mom's been watching House all weekend. Yeah, it's because it sucks you in. You get dry. It's addicting. Those shows. I used to watch that 600-Pound Life. I like to then succeed. They are all repeats. Yeah, Eh, I caught one of twins. So it was a 2-hour show of their journey, and then a 2-hour show of where are they now. So it was 4 hours of these twins, and they did well. But some of them, that I these thumbnails though, I'm on YouTube, and they're showing like little clips of My 600-Pound Life. Right, the thumbnails this morning. It showed a woman showing her belly, and it said, "My phone is in my belly. My phone is stuck in my belly." So I clicked on it and never showed it. They're not supposed to do that. Those thumbnails, they're not supposed to lie to you with those thumbnails.
Zach said it comes back 600-pound life comes back on Wednesday.
It comes back on Wednesday, really? And Nancy's sister-in-law, or her two sister-in-laws, had that surgery. I know a couple people who had that surgery.
One
And
kind of bad too.
but one of my coworkers, she had that surgery, and like every single day, it's like she was shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And like every day, you could see a difference. Like, oh my gosh, where did you go? And she did a really good. Yeah,
It's a
some
very risky
passed away.
surgery. Somebody
Yeah,
passed away.
people pass away. That surgery is no joke. It's very tricky, and I like to watch surgeries now. I love to watch surgeries. I'm very fond of anatomy and learning about how the body works and all the organs and what they do and how they do it and why they do it.
Customer.
You got to go. Okay.
Something like
I love anatomy so much. I'm very intrigued with it. Uh, Everything about it is just very intriguing. There's a TikToker that has a lot of little videos having to do with anatomy. The woman on it this week weighs 1,000 pounds. Oh man, that poor woman. One had the lap band and she lost weight, gained it all back later, had the bariatric surgery. I think I saw that one. Or maybe some of them are all like that. Those, I feel like I don't want to ever get to that point where I can't move. And sometimes I do things and I'm like, wait a minute, why is this so hard? I used to do this with ease a few years ago, and I know why. It's because, well, with me, my medication caused me to gain a lot of weight. That medication fixed a problem, a major problem that I had. But the payment is it puts on weight. Now, the doctor who gave me this pill did not tell me this will make you gain weight, which is probably good. She was probably supposed to tell me, but she didn't. I don't know if she conveniently forgot. And I took the pill and it was helping me, but I noticed like my appetite. I had craving for chocolate. I would crave chocolate. I would crave Oreo cookies and I would crave chocolate ice cream. And I would even eat chocolate ice cream and little crumbs of Oreo cookies inside the chocolate ice cream. Like I couldn't get enough. And I didn't know what was wrong with me. But that medication will make you have a hankering for whatever food. But luckily I've kicked that chocolate habit. No more chocolate for me. But it's easy to put on the weight, but it's kind of hard to come off. Nancy had open heart surgery. Don't want to watch. Yeah, well, if I'm having the surgery, if it's on me, I wouldn't want to watch it. I know my husband had brain surgery a few years ago, and I couldn't watch it until after the surgery. It's sad when they can't even bathe themselves. Yes, the bathing. One episode, this poor girl had to be bathed out in her front porch by her boyfriend, and I just felt like, but like she was kind of mean to her boyfriend, and I was like, man, be nice to him. He's kind of helping you, right? Not kind of, he is helping you. Your dad's cousin had one of those stomach surgeries, Cameron. How did it go? Did it I'm sorry, I'm like there I feel like there's a hair on my face just dangling. My hair, I've noticed, is growing at a rapid rate. It seems like I just cut it like up to here, and look how much it grew. It grew, like, I think I cut it October, November, December. So not even 3 months that I cut it, and it's growing. My hair grows really fast, but I don't know if I want to let it grow again because, oh, I don't know. But I just saw a few videos on YouTube on how they do dreadlocks, and I was intrigued. You actually damage your hair with the dreadlocks. This woman was actually, she was cutting off. She was going to take out her dreadlocks, okay? She was going to undo them, which she said would take a whole week to undo the dreadlocks in her hair. But first she chopped off a length, of her dreadlocks, and her husband showed it to her. And she actually had, was it mold or mildew in there? And I just was like, wait a minute. I don't know if I want that. I don't want to risk having mold in my hair. Like, how do you wash it? I kept trying to search, how do you wash your dreadlocks? I know somebody who has dreadlocks. I'm not as close to her to just ask her, hey, what do you do to maintain your hair? How do you wash it? How do you, because we sweat, and then how do you wash that? How do you, I don't know. But I think by the time my hair gets that long again, I'll be kind of too old for dreadlocks. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying that. So my husband's off. He's going to make a little sale. Be careful out there. And don't forget to pick up my prescriptions and drop off yours at the same time. Ryan has some prescriptions too. I think I have 4. Ryan has 1. Okay? Okay? He has to sell his bike, unfortunately, because
It's been sitting for 5 years.
Is that the bike you ride all the time, or is that an extra bike?
It's an extra bike.
Oh, it's an extra bike. He hasn't used it in 5 years, so he's going to sell that. Somebody will get a nice Christmas gift. but we have no room for an extra bike. We already have 2 bikes, and they're actually in somebody else's garage. My landlord offered his garage because we gave up our garage for a rent reduction. So Nancy asked, what am I making? I'm making a granny square. And uh, Jamie, hi, the naughty Canuck. I like that name. Hello, maybe a newbie here. My 14-year-old son wants dreadlocks. I told him I'll knit some. Ah, yeah, you can knit some. Uh, Kim got a new groove is here. Hello. Okay, now the thing with back to the dreadlocks. There is they use a crochet hook to make the dreadlocks. It's a 0.5 millimeter crochet hook, and they like crochet the hair and like really knot it up. And it's amazing how they do it. It's amazing. Yo-Yo's is still here. Uh-oh. Are we still on, babe? Look at your phone. Are we still on? Let me look at my own phone because I just got a notification. Connection unstable.
Yeah, you're still on.
Am I still on?
Yeah.
I think you're
Yeah.
oh,
Okay. Everyone just responded. Yeah, you're still on.
all right. Sorry, live chat. Maybe I'll do what Granny D does. Granny D reads the chat from her phone. I think that's a fantastic idea because I'm like over here in your face, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that. So maybe I'll do. Thanks, Granny D. I'll do what you do. My grandson is coming in about 30 minutes. How old is your grandson, Nancy? Oh, the grandson. Is he like coming from far away? Have you not seen him in a while? What's the situation there? My son just got here on Thursday. I hadn't seen him since August. He came from Pennsylvania, but his train ride was super long. He was traveling for over 24 hours, poor baby. My baby.
Here's what I hate selling about stuff.
Sandy's phone's gonna do. Okay, let me see. Sandy, phone's gonna die, so you're going on TV. All right, you get to see my big face on your TV. Proverbs 31 yarn is here. Hello. He's 3. Oh my gosh, I bet he's like got those cheeks that you just want to squeeze. Where is he coming from? Have you not seen him in a while? And oh my gosh, I know you're happy to see your little boy. Oh, I like the 3-year-old little boys. They're so cute. They're like little teddy bears. They're so cuddly. They're so cute and cuddly at that age. You know, they're especially if they're potty trained. Not every 3-year-old is potty trained, but oh, you see them all the time. Okay, hey everyone, I'm just editing my giveaway video. Oh, I hate editing videos. I shouldn't say I hate it, but it puts a strain on your neck like you wouldn't believe. Simply Shelby is here. Is that Simply Shelby? Yes, it is. My eyes are so bad. I have my contacts in today only because I noticed that with my glasses, that light that I'm looking at will like reflect on the camera. But are these really bad? Are they reflecting really bad? It's easier to read with these. You hate hearing your voice. Yeah, I know. I hate hearing my voice too. I hate it. Ugh. He's not potty trained. He tries, but sometimes he doesn't want to try. Yeah, 3-year-olds that age. Some kids get it right away, and some kids they need a little time. Oh yeah, Nancy, I've heard you talk about you pick them up from daycare. I remember now. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's cute. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people out there who haven't seen their grandchildren, and it's kind of killing them. I mean, when I see them on phone calls, I'm like, "Oh, they're so cute." I don't know how their relatives do it. I mean, I'm the relative too, but I'm not like the grandma or anything. But there's two boys specifically in my family that I would like to squeeze their cheeks. Two little boys out there in my family.
Zach's mom's watching too. Say hi to her.
Hi,
Zach's
Zach's mom. Let's see. Say hi to my mom. She's yes. Hi, Zach's mom. Zach, what's your mom's name? Mhm. Who is gonna have a little brother in June? Is that a COVID baby? There's gonna be a lot of COVID babies, aren't there?
What do you mean by COVID baby?
COVID babies, because people had to quarantine in the house, not go anywhere. So what else is there to do? Mm-hmm. If you catch my drift.
Her name is Janice, Mrs.
Hi, Janice.
Welcome. Is that my phone?
No, it's my phone. It's reminding me to do some exercise. I had a lot of reminders on my phone because I will forget everything, but I don't always obey them. Like I have one that reminds me every 20 minutes to have a drink of water, and I have my clear Starbucks water today. Sometimes my husband will steal this and I'll have to use something else. But today it's available.
Nancy's said her son works in a hospital and her daughter-in-law works from home.
Um,
Hopefully he gets a vaccine, maybe.
yeah. Well, not everybody's a fan of the vaccine. I mean, people have their different opinions. For hospital workers, I wonder, is it optional for hospital workers? I don't think so. Mm, probably we were being, what did she say?
We were babysitting, probably.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, those COVID babies are about to be born starting now. Yeah, starting now because of March. We locked down here March 21st was the first day of lockdown. And that was 9 months ago, right? That was 9 months ago, 9 months and 6 days ago. Am I correct?
Mhm.
So they're about to be born now, the COVID babies. Watch, you'll see. They're going to have the 2020 baby boom, the COVID baby boom. Oh my gosh.
2021.
Yeah.
So Nancy says it was optional, but she took it.
Oh, it was optional. Okay. Yeah, that's, oh, this vaccine. We're so close and
So right now I got someone coming to buy my bike, but they're late.
they're late. They're always late.
They're always late or always canceling.
They're always late or always canceling. You're doing that Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace?
Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace. Have any of you used Facebook Marketplace? Any success on there? I see a lot of things, telling me to buy this, telling me to buy that. They were going to wait. Okay. So we have 3 sons. My 3 sons, like that show. I have no kids. I want them though. Zach, you want kids? Oh, be glad you don't have that responsibility because once you have kids, it's one thing to have to take care of yourself. Then to have a child, you kind of get like, oh, like I went a little bonkers when I had my first son. Not lying, I really did. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. We have a grandson, 7. Kim says 7 months old, and we haven't gotten to squeeze him yet. Oh my gosh. Oh, that must be killing you, Kim. Must be killing you. Oh man. Uh, Proverbs 31, you have 6 kids. I'd be done. I don't blame you for being done. I was done after two. I have two kids, and they're walking around as we speak. They're just wandering around, being nice and quiet for mama. Aren't you boys? They're such good boys. They're such good boys. I have good boys. I'm just counting my stitches here. Sorry. I hate how my yarn, it squeaks, because acrylic is basically plastic. So when I'm crocheting, it's a little squeaky. You hear it? It's squeaky. I'm not a fan of the squeaks, but oh well. I did start on the Crochet Crowd's Crochet Along that they start every Boxing Day. It's not really a spectacular crochet along like last year was a spectacular crochet along, the Boxing Day one. And I actually finished that mandala. How many of you out there did that mandala last year from the Crochet Crowd? Oh, you had your first at 15. Yeah, Dana, I know. That must have been so hard. I don't know. Did you have any like postpartum issues? I did. I certainly did. Zach, Zach, are you drinking? Let me read this. Zach, you want 14 kids. Oh, I'm only kidding. I want one or two. Okay. But hi, Nina. My bestie Nina is on. My childhood bestie, Nina. She's here. Maybe it's my hook. Yeah. I think it's the Karen 1 pound that squeaks a lot. Along with my hook. I'm using the Clover. What y'all talking about? We are talking about a whole bunch of things. Babies, vaccines, dreadlocks. What else are we talking about? We're yarn, of course.
Okay.
I went through depression through my pregnancies. Yes. It's terrible. Babies having babies. Yeah, you know what? When I had my baby, I was 22 and married. I had been married for 2 years. It was like an epidemic. All my neighbors and my family members, they were, not all of them, but a lot of them were having babies in high school. And I tried so hard to avoid that. I didn't want that, because I saw it was made things difficult for them. So I was like, oh, I made it. I didn't become a teenage mom. Not that I blame anybody for becoming that, but I just didn't want to. I wanted to avoid that. That was one of my goals, right? So after got married, 2 years later, had a baby. The nurse in the hospital, she goes, "How old are you?" 22. And she says, "Babies having babies." Oh my gosh, I wanted to punch her when she said that because I'm like, hey, I tried really hard. and but it wasn't easy, I'll tell you. Those Duggars, I know, Zach, those Duggars having 19 kids and happy too. She's always happy. She's always with a smile. My baby is getting married January 9th. He's 31. Is he having a regular wedding with a reception, or did he have to modify the wedding he was already planning? Yeah. Nina, your baby was a perfect baby. Yes, she was. She's still perfect. She's still perfect. Girl baby, she's still perfect. For those of you who don't know, Nina, my friend that you see, her name is just plain old Nina. She's my friend since I was like in 3rd grade. She lived directly across the street from me in Chicago, South Side, and she was my maid of honor when I got married. There was a man who used to say that to me daily, babies having babies. I bet you wanted to punch him. My mother was addicted to drugs and alcohol. She sold me for drugs. Oh my gosh, when you were 3 and 1, now my daughter is 2nd in her class. Yes, I know. She's like amazing. See, you never know. That's why just because, pregnant at a young age, have that baby, because you never know what that baby's going to be. that Yarny Zebra is getting married. She is? Dora Beth is getting married?
It's a
It's a
Zoom wedding.
oh, your son is at Zoom wedding. Yep. That's the way to do it. My daughter is a curse breaker. Mm-hmm. She broke the curse. Oh my gosh. Do you keep in touch with your parents, Dana, at all? I never, if you do talk to them about them, I probably am not on at the time. Yeah, you'll watch it from Florida. Nancy, I didn't know you were in Florida. I kept thinking you were up, northeast because of your accent, but you moved down to Florida. That's good. I have a friend who's going to Florida for 4 months. She's one of them snowbirds. And she jokingly invited me. She's like, fly down. The flights are cheap. You'll have to quarantine, but what better place to quarantine than Florida? Okay, so you're never getting married, but you want kids, so you'll be a single dad. That's hard. That's a hard job to be a single parent. Being a parent is hard. Being a single parent is harder. Very hard. My dad passed away. My mom and I are trying to get a relationship on track. That must be hard. I know
Especially on the holidays.
around the holidays, it's hard. I tried that with my birth father. My son married be a little Cuban girl. He's gonna marry a Cuban girl. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I tried that with my birth father to get a relationship going. It was. I tried. How many years did I try? I think about 20 years. I gave it a try. It just didn't work out. Didn't work out. I don't know. My doctor says I have 55 more years to live. So who knows what will happen in his lifetime, in my father's lifetime. Whatevs. I just appreciate my family here, my 3 bears. I got my 3 bears with me. They're not perfect, but they're mine. Right, babe?
Zach says he's never getting married. He's not handsome. Well, I'm sure he's handsome. There's someone out there for him.
Because he's not. Wait. Zach, don't say that about yourself. Don't say that about my friend
There's
Zach.
someone for him.
Don't say that about my friend Zach. No. Don't say that. My son that dragged us to Florida, dragged you to Florida, married a Cuban girl. There's a lot of Cubans in Florida, huh? She's been in the States since she was 2. Oh, yeah. Those Cubans, they speak fast. They speak rapidly, don't they?
In Spanish or English.
In Spanish, they speak fast Spanish. Me as a Mexican Spanish speaker, I have a hard time understanding like Puerto Rican Spanish and Cuban Spanish, Dominican Republic Spanish. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. Her name's Amanda.
See, they have accents.
Well, there you go.
Accents.
Your son is marrying a Dominican girl. Yeah, she speaks perfect English. Well, she's, if the kids who've been here since they were little, they probably have perfect
I've been here
English.
since I was 15 and I speak perfect.
You were not 15.
16.
You were 16 years old.
Yes.
Why do you keep saying 15? You're 16.
I don't know how old I am.
Michael was 15. Gonna be 15. So he was 14. Bradley.
Well,
Do you want to come say hi, Bradley? You want to come say hi to my YouTube family? Come say hi. Come say hi. Let's see if we could get him over here.
everybody wants you to say hi. Just wave your hand, finger over there. Slow
Come say
motion.
hi. This is my baby from Penn State. He's going there on a full scholarship with room and board. He's my big boy. Sit down in Mama's lap. Oh my gosh. Say hi. Say hi.
His face is right in the camera.
Can you believe this came out of me? 22 years ago. He's my baby. He needs to shave that stash. It's trash. Go. Ugh.
It's trash.
That stash is trash. Oh my gosh. My youngest son speaking and more Spanish than our oldest son. Oh, wow. Dana, you are a strong lady. Hugs and blessings. I was stupid, she said once, and boom, I was pregnant. I was abused as a child and broke that cycle with my kids. Hugs, Dana. Yeah, life can kick you in the butt, and then you make bad decisions because of it. You know, your childhood will make you do a lot of things as an older child, as a teenager. I get it. Your middle son needs a wife. Yeah, but hopefully he gets a good one. Dana says hi, Bradley. Mimi Cat says hello. Dana, Dana says, Bradley, your mom always talks about you. Yes, I do. I don't talk about the other one because he doesn't want me to. He doesn't like that. But I've said enough about him already. So, yeah. You have a beard. Is your beard weird? Yeah, God blessed us. Yes, God is always blessing us. Hey, Bradley, go and use some of that. Go get some of that.
What?
Just go. Boys, 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 and boys. Never mind, Bradley. I feel like we have the same Christmas mess, post Christmas mess. It's kind of messy here. There's still scraps of wrapping paper everywhere. There's stuff that doesn't belong in spots, extra sweaters. We have one extra person in the house that usually isn't here. We still have a gift bag on the floor over there. It's I my garbage in my building is already full. Yesterday, the day after Christmas, both dumpsters were overflowing. I don't know. Everybody decided to clear out their house, all the gift wrappings. Yes. Bradley, did you run Mama's playlist? Did you run Mama's playlist on your computer that one day?
What?
Did you run my playlist
No.
on your laptop?
No.
Go on YouTube on your laptop. Go on my channel and click play all. All right. Yeah, thanks, Dana, for reminding me. You're making a modern rectangle granny blanket. Yes, those are. I have one that I made. Those are cool. The modern granny is no holes, right? That's for your grandson. Question: when you're making a blanket for a child, a little boy, what yarn do you use? I'd like to know because I know that I made a blanket Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee anti-pilling. Do I even have one here? But I used that, but I used the bobble stitch. That's such a soft yarn though. It was hard for me. And I was a new crocheter and I just had a hard time with that blanket. I know, right, Dana? They sound just alike and they look alike. I mean, sometimes Bradley used to be in the kitchen when he was in high school, and I like would be like went to hold his hand, like I could see him in my peripheral vision, and I thought it was my husband. No, it's Bradley. Oh, your middle son is a high school math teacher working from home. Oh man, that's got to be a lot of stress. made several, so I decided to make it. Yeah, Bradley and his dad are the same physically, but they're not the same personality wise.
Is anyone making some like a year project? Crochet?
For 2021. And is anyone going to do a 2021 like a temperature blanket? Are you going to
Something.
start or something like that? Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me for yawning on camera. That's terrible. I'm yawning. I am yawning because somebody did not bring me a cup of coffee this morning.
That's actually it's a name. Yarn and yawn.
Yarn and yawn.
Yarn and yawn.
Granny D just told me about fawking. Fell asleep while crocheting. Fawking. Fawcing. Fawking. I thought that was funny. My grandmother used to fall asleep a lot while crocheting.
Thanks, Tina's.
You have no desire to do a temperature blanket. I not always, but I've started one twice. One for 2019, one for 2020. And for 2019, I went to the end of June. So I did 6 months. And then I did for July, I did 1 month. It's a bigger blanket. And for August, I did 1 month, just a circle. That was crazy. September, I did like a corner to corner. That turned out really small. October, I did something else. I can't remember what I did for November and December. But I wonder how you would do like a basket, like a temperature basket. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I don't know. I'm thinking of doing a temperature blanket, but not sure when. Yeah, some people do it like the year they were born, the year they got married, or the year their kids were married. I don't think I would want to do a 2020 to commemorate 2020. I don't think anybody wants to commemorate 2020. I'm just so done with 2020. 2020 kind of ruined a lot of things for a lot of people. But at the same time, I feel like 2020 brought a lot of people together in different ways. And, maybe they learned a new skill in 2020 because they had nothing but time in 2020. So maybe that was, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. Not to be cliche, but Nina, I don't know if you're still here, but we were talking about dreadlocks earlier and how they make them. And there's a process where you would use a really tiny, not tiny this way, tiny like this top part is really skinny, and you would like damage the hair in the process of making the dreadlocks. And I was telling the people that I kind of regret cutting my hair. I could have did the dreadlocks thing, and maybe it would only be for a short time because I wouldn't want that hair to be like matted up and then wondering what's in there, how to upkeep that. I would probably cut it after a while, but that would have been a good. You do lose a lot of length when you do the dreadlocks. So my hair was like up to here maybe, and maybe it would have gone like up to here with the dreadlocks. I don't know. But, oh well, didn't happen. Didn't know about it. Maybe another day. Like I said, my doctor says I have 55 more years on this earth, at least. Yeah, Nancy, I did a scrap blanket. I'm working on it. And I find myself using more than just scraps for it. I find myself going into my stash it's the untouched stash and using that. I grabbed a Red Heart with Love, brand new, just so I can add it onto my scrap blanket. Does anyone else do that? I thought that was kind of silly because it's supposed to be a scrap blanket and I'm using brand new yarn for it. Okay, so Dana, you've done dreadlocks. Do you do hair? Do you do hair? You're on your day job? Oh yeah, you want to have your stash behind you? Yeah, it's hard because I'm actually sitting on a low chair. The ground is like right here. I could touch the ground. And I don't like sitting this low, but that's the only way I can get my yarn in the shot. And my husband said it was boring. He didn't like my background. I even had a commenter last week. She said, "Your channel is boring. I'm not even subscribed to you. You have a bunch of single cakes." Okay. Joe has locks. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. He has locks. Oh, your sons do as well. Okay, so maybe if I ever do grow my hair long enough, I'll hop on over to South Bend because by that time the pandemic will be over and you could do my dreadlocks. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'm still thinking. I just watched so many videos yesterday and it intrigued me. So you know what happened this morning? I woke up and I saw that I had a missed text message, right? So I'm like, okay, who texted me? Somebody at 2:58 a.m. text me horrible, horrible things, but they also text 19 other people with the same first three digits as my phone number. So same area code and same prefix as my number. So I don't know what that's about, but I noticed that this person kept kept FaceTiming me, and it appeared as an email address, but then it was like I looked at it and it was the same phone number that had texted me. It's just I don't know what's going on with that. I have to figure out a way how to block that number, or maybe I'll just block all those numbers that he texted or she texted. Some people just have to be mean. Yeah, I don't know why that was. And my mean comment was that was a mild compared to what I see on other people's channels. It's terrible. Yeah, Kim, she's an artist on so many levels. Yep. Dina's Yo-Yos is still here. Thank you. Yeah, some type of spam. I'm always getting phone calls from a number that's similar to mine. And I don't answer those. I block them right away. But now they're coming in. So my first three digits are 557. Now they're coming in 667. They're calling from a 667 number. So, and then, but some phone calls I'll get and it says wireless caller, or it says unknown, or it says potential spam. Sometimes those things are in caps, sometimes they're not in caps. And then I have to block them too. Sometimes they'll trick me. It'll say a person's name, first and last name. So I'll pick it up thinking it's somebody who needs to speak to me from somewhere. I don't know. And yeah, my car's warranty is up. And it's like so annoying. And sometimes it says, you have one, no, this is your electric company. We need to give you a $500 rebate check. Just press 1 for your check. Yeah, right. Who does that? Oh my gosh. And then what else do they do? What else do they say on those phone calls? Bradley, do you get those phone calls? Bradley. Oh, he has his AirPods on. Sorry. So yeah, those phone calls are just so annoying. I wish they would stop. And it says like some say to get on our do not call list, press 7 or some crazy stuff like that. People have nothing better to do. On group text, you have to block each one individually. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Yeah. That's not going to take long. It's just a hassle. Bill collectors calling your house since we moved here almost 6 years. I still get calls from, because when I got this number, I don't know how many years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I guess it belonged to a woman named Kim. And, of course I said, this is not her number anymore. This is my new number. And regular people, her friends calling her. Ooh, yay. Beautiful.
You
My
can show
husband
if you-
got paid. We got paid. No, I won't show that. We got paid.
It's all right.
How much did you want to sell it for?
I sold it for 200.
But why are you,
It's a $700 bike.
it's a $700 bike. How much?
$750
So
bike.
you wanted to sell it for $7?
No, it's used. In fact, I fell on it twice. So
You
I
did?
don't-
Oh my gosh. I was on a bike trail and this woman, remember that woman? She ran me off the trail. Not ran me off, but she was biking on my lane and I fell in the ditch. Dumb person. What was I talking about? What was it? So you got to block them in the, okay. So Kim, I'm getting phone calls for this Kim, right? Who had my number. 10 years later, I'm still getting phone calls for Kim. Oh, yeah. Oh, and Julie, that Microsoft guy, he's an angry guy, isn't he? Well, at least my guy was. He was an angry, ma'am, the police are going to come get you. The police are coming to your house. You've got to fix your computer. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He had the number one time. Social Security, there's a warrant out for my arrest. You know how many warrants there are for my arrest? Babe, have you ever gotten that warrants for your arrest phone calls?
No,
No. Because you don't pick up your phone.
no.
My husband doesn't pick up his phone.
Well, if it's a known, I don't pick it up. But not like you.
I mean, but let's say it says,
She picks it up. Even if it says unknown caller.
let's say it says like Karen.
Potential spam. I
Let's say it says
don't pick it
Karen
up.
Carpenter calling. Like, would you pick it up?
No.
Edward Johnson.
I don't even know who those people are. I know Karen Carpenter.
Mm.
But
I don't know. I guess because one time my son forgot his phone at home when he was in high school, and I got a call from a wireless caller, and it was him calling from his friend's phone.
yeah, well.
So I think that's why I pick up the phone all the time.
Actually, you picked up the phone one time. Someone said, anyway, just too many scammers out there.
Nancy says her husband, Crank, calls the telemarketers. So he calls them back. Yeah, and entertains himself. I'm one to do that too. I like to be entertained.
I answer the phone at work and there's telemarketers all the time. If I'm a telemarketer, and they always ask for the owner. Is Ronald there? I'm like, well, I'm thinking no one calls him Ronald. Could you just call him Ron, pretend he's your friend so you can get through to him?
Well, they're probably asking for the father.
No, well, that's what he's saying. So one time he was asking, the owner answered the phone. Is Ronald there? It's like, are you my mom? Because only my mom calls me Ronald.
He said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But telemarketers, sometimes you feel sorry for them. They're just trying to do their job.
1 week last week, I think a couple weeks ago, I kept getting Spanish telemarketers. ¿Habla español? And I would go, no, nadie habla español, no, and then sometimes I'll do the opposite. No speak Spanish, no speak English, I say. And block them right away. Block them. Nancy, you just stopped answering your phone. Yeah. When the kids were like 3 or 4, Kim says, before cell phone, telemarketers would call and I would turn to one of them and told them it was Santa. They never called back. And I would turn to one of them.
You coming with me?
and they never called. Where am I going with you? Where are we going? To pick up the
CVS.
prescriptions?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My husband is a person who cannot go anywhere by himself. He always needs mommy to go with him. So I must accompany him to pick up the family's prescriptions before they close in 35 minutes because it's Sunday. So I'm going to head out. It was nice chatting with everybody. I hope you have a great week, and hopefully I will see you next week, and maybe we'll get the lighting right. But maybe it'll be sunny. I don't know. But okay, take care and stay safe. Bye.